It is time to go over our 2017 Homestead Goals. Before we get into our goals for 2017, we have an announcement and then a follow-up on the roosting bars for the chickens. The announcement is tomorrow is going to be our last video for a week. You'll see a video on New Year's Eve, and then we will be off until January 7th. So we're going to take this time to get some editing done, as well as start planning for the next year, how we want to implement our goals, and the timing of the implementation of those goals. To follow up with the roosting bars for the chickens, we've gotten a bunch of comments regarding the roosting bars. I've gotten a lot of comments. Most of them are advice saying that we should try to actually pick up the birds and put them on the roosting bars so they kind of get the idea of what they're supposed to do with them. Earlier this evening, I went out to the greenhouse to do the evening chores, and this is what happened. Well into dusk right now, so I figured the birds would be getting ready to go to bed, but when I came out here to do this, they all went out of the greenhouse and started eating the scraps that are left of their grains from this morning. I put this wire shelf here to keep the pullets out of this corner. I'm going to try getting them on the roosting bars tonight. I got a lot of comments from you guys recommending that I take the chickens and actually place them on the roosting bar, so I'm going to try that. But I also want to have this up here to keep them from wanting to go back in this corner, so the roosting bar will seem like a better option to them. I was going to put the waterer behind it, but I noticed several of the pullets were still trying to drink some water, so I'll leave it out here for a little bit longer. I was hoping with that shelf there blocking that corner that they would take to the roost on their own, but it looks like they are settling in against the new corner that has formed. Close this. I guess it's time to just start grabbing some birds and putting them up here. Maybe I need to wait till they're sleeping. We'll try that again in a little bit. Alright guys, it's been about an hour, and listen. It's pretty quiet in there. My suspicion is that since they're all piled up right on the door, as soon as I open the door, it's gonna get them all riled up again. They've all abandoned post, except for this Rhode Island Red right here. I suppose that's enough of that for tonight. The options with this moving forward are to try again tomorrow night, maybe recruit the help of Ashley, and see if the two of us can get them all loaded up there quickly. The other option is to do nothing and just let them figure it out in time. If you notice, the main flock, there was a few of them on the roosting bar that I put in there originally. A couple of them are in the nesting boxes. I didn't turn them around. Goals for 2017. These aren't in any particular order of importance or the time in which they'll necessarily be implemented. It's just a brainstorming of the different things we want to add to the homestead or do on the homestead next year. The first and one of the most important things to add to the homestead next year is a physical barrier perimeter fencing. This is going to be really critical because of some of the other goals we're going to talk about. And what I mean by a physical barrier perimeter fence, I mean actual metal fencing, like a woven wire field fence, as opposed to just 4-strand polywire. I think that system worked well, but to increase the security for our livestock as well as mitigate any risk in livestock escaping, it's really important that we get the perimeter fence up.
We loved having lambs this year, and we very much wanted to have our own, but we didn't have any place for them to overwinter. We will this year get some breeding stock so that we can start our own flock, and we'll also raise more lambs for meat. We're pretty pleased with the 4 that we did raise, so pleased that we would like to expand that number and our operation.
And that feeds into goal 3, which is to develop our lamb meat market, trying to grow some additional customers. Number 4.
A dog. We love dogs, and we would love to have a pet dog, so we plan to get one, probably a rescue. We don't know what breed we're looking for. We're going to find a dog that's a really good fit for us and our family and our lifestyle, and we look forward to offering a great forever home to a dog in need. And we're going to name it Titus, whether it's a boy or a girl.
We'll talk about the name later. Number 5 is a Livestock Guardian dog. This is something that I really want to add, but I'm not entirely sure if we're going to be able to do it or not. It made the list because it's really important to me. And this ties into needing the perimeter fencing, the physical barrier. If we're going to have a Livestock Guardian dog, we have to have a physical barrier fence. But with us bringing breeding stock onto the property and overwintering them, I would feel a lot better about their long-term security having a Livestock Guardian dog. So we are going to start the exploration into that process, but I really think we're going to start with a pet dog first and see how that goes for a little while, get some experience with having a dog on the homestead, because the Livestock Guardian dogs are a whole new level of dog ownership. It's a very different relationship, so we need to explore that more.
It can be my friend too.
Goal number 6 is broilers. We would like to raise our own chickens to eat. We have been so fortunate to get chickens from our friends at Amiable Acres for almost 2 years now, but we would like to have our own little flock of chickens. So probably late spring we will embark on a new adventure with poultry. We'll use a different type of chicken tractoring than what we've been doing with our original flock in our yard, but we hope to raise over the year about 50, maybe more if things go well, and we can't wait to show you how it works out.
This next one, number 7, is something I'm really excited about getting into, and that is pigs. That's right. In 2017, we are definitely bringing pigs onto the homestead. How many? We're not really sure yet. We're not sure if we're getting breeding stock or just going to get some feeders, but we do know we're definitely getting pigs. And as it stands right now, I'm really set on getting American guinea hogs. They are a really appropriate, great homestead scale hog. Count on us getting some American guinea hogs this coming year.
And making bacon.
Yes, because I love bacon.
I love bacon too, buddy.
Goal number 8.
Very good.
Yes, goal number 8. Goal number 8 involves our rabbits. One of the most frequently asked questions I get in regards to the rabbits is, are we going to tractor them in the spring? And let me answer that right now. Yes, we are absolutely going to be getting the rabbits out of those cages in the spring and getting them on grass. So I'm actually looking at that system as well as possibly doing the colony setup. But at the very least, we're going to build some rabbit tractors and get them out on pasture and give them a better living situation.
Goal number 9.
Goal number 9 is taking us further into the world of permaculture technique implementation. And that is, I want to get a real-time kinematic survey done on the property. That's known as an RTK survey. And what that means is there is a GPS device that goes on a four-wheeler, an ATV, some kind of small vehicle like that. It drives back and forth over the whole distance of your property and getting all the contour mapping done for the property. In the end, you get a 3D digital image of the contours of your property. The reason why this is important to us is it enables us to see precisely where all the contours of the land are, so we can then start planning where we want to excavate swales. I want to put in contour swales and build a silvopasture food forest agroforestry grazing system. And those things are not necessarily going to be implemented in 2017. They might be, we don't know. That part of it isn't necessarily on our goals. It's really just getting the survey done, getting that process started.
Goal number 10 is to establish a fruit tree guild. Fruit trees have plants that naturally are their companion. So we plan to plant several fruit trees as well as those companion plants so that we create a sustainable ecosystem in which the different plants are living more or less symbiotically with each other. And in the end, we get things like fresh apples and peaches and blueberries.
But there's one little problem. We need seeds.
Seeds?
Yes.
What type of seeds?
This system that Ashley's describing is what we would consider a Zone 1 system, meaning that it's very close to the house and it's small scale. This is not our mainframe, large-scale food forests that we're growing on swales. This is going to be just a few fruit trees out in the front yard, like some apple trees with some comfrey around the drip line and some other companion plantings.
Goal number 11 is to expand our garden. It's actually already underway, which you all have seen. We put the greenhouse with the chickens in the corral where we first brought the sheep, which is right next to our previously established garden. And we're going to make one big garden, and the benefit of having the chickens in the greenhouse and scratching up the dirt in the spring in the area where we intend to plant is that we can plant more in the ground, and we also can start some plants early in the season, like sweet potato.
Goal number 12. The last goal ever.
Oh, the last goal for this video. Goal number 12 is to continue improving the interior of our house. We need to resurface all of our walls and put up trim and put up a backsplash in our kitchen and do a few other random little things so that everything looks nice and livable.
So there you have it. Those are the 2017 goals for the grass-fed homestead. So we have some exciting things coming in 2017. I cannot wait to get our breeding stock.
And pigs.
And pigs. We're really excited about all that. But
cows.
we have a lot of stuff on the list to do, but none of it is really like out there crazy. It's not like we're trying to put in a pond and establish our entire swale system and all that on top of everything we're doing. I think everything is really achievable and not super aggressive.
Yes, which is good because we know that as the year goes on, we will add to the list.
Right.
So this is our list right now. At the end of 2017, we may end up with 30 things on our list of accomplishments. So we'll start small and add as we go through our homesteading journey.